continuemos aquí con Regis, que nos trajo a un lugar para que porque se va a inducir a un estado de rabia, porque necesitamos la sangre de un vampiro de primera clase, rabioso, y resulta que Regis es un vampiro de primera clase y se va a inducir a la rabia. Y vinimos a este lugar para que se saque la rabia. ¿Para qué? Para poder invocar al vampiro amigo de Regis, para que él le pueda decir que no siga haciendo males, para que Geralt no lo tenga que matar. Y listo, sigamos entonces.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger. Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Vale. Ok.
Human
Yeah.
husbandry and
Okay.
care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Cría y cuidado de humanos. El aspecto más importante a la hora de criar ganado humano es proporcionar al rebaño las condiciones que, por una parte, garanticen su supervivencia, pero que por otra no excedan en demasía el grado mínimo necesario para dicha supervivencia. Debe tenerse en cuenta que los humanos son criaturas provistas de gran inteligencia, con más bien astucia e instintos que les permiten sacar al máximo provecho de su entorno. En términos de cría, esto significa que siempre intentarán obtener más de lo que les ofrecemos. Por lo tanto, se recomienda proveer a cada individuo de un lugar para dormir, 2 comidas al día y acceso permanente al agua. Estas condiciones, que para muchos parecían extremadamente lujosas, aseguran la producción óptima de hemoglobina de gran calidad. Más detalles sobre la dieta en los próximos capítulos. También es esencial el acceso al aire, sin el cual los humanos mueren en cuestión de minutos. No hay necesidad de preocuparse por la capacidad de ganado humano de producirse en las condiciones descritas con anterioridad. Si se les asegura la existencia, los machos y hembras están mezclados, copularán independientemente de si están en cautividad o no. Vale la pena mencionar que existe una escuela de pensamiento que aboga por tratar a los humanos otorgándoles mayores cuidados y libertades, incluyendo pienso de mayor calidad y cierto grado de libertad. Supuestamente esto garantiza una mayor cantidad de elementos favorables en la sangre, que le hacen más apetitosa. Sin embargo, hay que mencionar que este método de cría es mucho más dificultoso y requiere de técnicas de vinculación emocional, las cuales se tratarán en los siguientes capítulos. ¿Qué tal eso? Pintarlo para armaduras. Ah, puedo pintar las armaduras. Ah, sí, quiero pintar esta de rojo. A ver. Ah, que sí que se puede. Qué bien. Listo. ¿Qué? Claro que experimento. ¿Qué? Solo a cosas de brujo. Las cosas ordinarias no se pueden. A nada de lo que tengo puesto se puede. Tinte. Tiñe un objeto de equipo de brujo de color determinado. Solo se puede un objeto de brujo. No, no, no lo puedo usar acá. Bueno, ya lo usaremos luego. Guau, ¿qué es eso que suena por ahí?
It's not far now, Geralt.
Guau, guau, una armadura. Y aquí.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Una armadura de Shamutna.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Wow. Eran tribus de vampiros.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
Los que se fueron para el este. Humanos en jaula frente a humanos camperos.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Hay que leer esto. Hay que leer esta joya de la literatura vampírica. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Ah, hay un mapa de Toussaint. Viejo mapa de Toussaint. Vale. A ver, ¿dónde está el libro? ¿Qué es ese libro? ¿Dónde está el libro? Se desapareció. Ah, no, acá están. Humanos en jaula, aquí están. Aquí. Humanos en jaula frente a humanos camperos. En las últimas décadas muchos hemos llegado a creer que la cría sistemática y controlada supone un método mucho más eficaz de obtener sangre humana de buena calidad que la caza de individuos. Aparte de las ventajas obvias como poder controlar lo que come el rebaño y la capacidad de cruzar individuos específicos para obtener descendencia con la mejor hemoglobina, otra clara ventaja de crear rebaños humanos es que los individuos domesticados, confinados, al contrario de los que viven en su hábitat natural, esto es, aldeas y ciudades, se convierten en seres menos agresivos y por ende menos problemáticos. En cuanto al cuidado de humanos, existen varias escuelas. Esto fue por leones que lo hicieron, de las cuales hay dos que parecen que han recibido una mayor aceptación en los últimos tiempos, a saber, cría en jaula y cría campera. Estas tesis describen en detalle las ventajas e inconvenientes de cada uno de los tipos de crianza, así como los métodos para llevarlos a cabo. A modo de introducción, vale la pena mencionar que las diferencias básicas entre ambos tipos. La cría de humanos en jaula, descrita con gran precisión y detalle en el libro Cría y Cuidado de Humanos, es el método de colocar varios individuos, machos y hembras, en un espacio cerrado y restringido, con acceso permanente al aire, agua y comida. De esta forma la crianza difiere de la campera, en que aquí al rebaño no se le permite salir de la zona de crianza y se los mantiene cautivos toda su vida. La cría campera, por su parte, implica dejar al rebaño en su hábitat natural o crear un hábitat que lo simule con bastante exactitud, por ejemplo crear aldeas. Se puede encontrar más información en el capítulo Aldeas Humanas. Cómo hacer tu aldea humana para tener tu cultivo de humanos. Establecer y desarrollar un rebaño y luego convertir al rebaño en psicológica y físicamente dependientes de su dueño. El método más eficaz para lograr la dependencia de individuos humanos es garantizarles su seguridad y acceso permanente a comida de alta calidad. Cabe añadir que un humano que confía en su dueño no siente miedo y no se defiende cuando se le chupa la sangre, lo que limita la producción de noradrenalina e hidrocortisona, que afectan de forma negativa al sabor de la sangre. Además, puede suceder que un humano campero domesticado sienta cierto placer cuando su dueño le chupe la sangre. Depende de por dónde la chupe. Probablemente, probablemente asociado a la tensión sexo, lo que provoca una intensificación de su sabor. No, ¿qué es esta locura? Ay, don Regis y su... Guay, miren, botas y todo. Uy, ¿será que esto es más poderoso? Voy a mirar. Esto será más poderoso. Guay, sí, es más poderoso. Cuando haya reunido objetos suficientes, se desbloquearán las bonificaciones especiales de equipo de brujo de la más alta calidad, ¿vale? Pero que me la pongo. ¡Wow! ¡Wow! ¡Qué cool que es esta armadura! Has desbloqueado la primera bonificación de este conjunto. Consigue más para desbloquear la otra. ¡Wow! Claro que sí. Y ahora... ¡Wow! ¡Qué cool! ¿Y ahora en dónde estará esto? Aquí. Esta. ¡Wow! ¿Qué más fue lo que cogí yo de ahí? ¿Unos guantes o qué? Unos guantes, no, las botas fue lo que cogí. ¡Wow! ¡Qué cool que esta armadura! Bueno, pero quitémonos la máscara. Máscara de Teshamutna. Wow. Wow. Qué locura de armadura. Wow. Wow, mírate, Jer.
Cells. Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Vale.
Whose is this cliff?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Saca.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe,
vale.
and Deadlove's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Está allá. Está allá. Como que eran 3 tribus nomás. Listo. Guau, ¿qué es esto? Transcripción de una conversación con un ser inferior. Ah. Guau, ¿cómo así? ¿Quién eres? Me llamo Alex Viscon. ¿Por qué me tiembla toda la piel? Tengo miedo, señor. ¿Por qué te tiembla toda la piel? Tengo miedo, señor. ¿Tienes miedo? No entiendo. ¿No sabe lo que es el miedo, señor? No he llegado a dominar su lengua, pero algunos conceptos quedan más allá de mi comprensión. ¿Qué es el miedo? Es un sentimiento que destruye los demás sentimientos contra la mente y el corazón. ¿Qué quieres decir? Pensaba que era una especie de dolor. He llevado a cabo algunas pruebas sobre personas en mi laboratorio y he descubierto que una madre expuesta a determinados estímulos es capaz de olvidarse de su hijo y pensar solo en cómo evitar el dolor. Entonces, ¿el miedo sería parecido al dolor? No, el dolor manda en el cuerpo, pero el miedo nace en el corazón. Ah, sí, lo que dices es muy interesante. Creo que tendré que examinar tu corazón en el laboratorio. ¡Ah! ¿A qué se refiere con examinar? Me refiero a examinar, sacarlo y someterlo a un examen apropiado. Pero señor, eso me mataría. Sí, su mortalidad es un gran inconveniente, pero yo no creé su especie y no soy responsable de su excesiva fragilidad. ¡Ah! ¡Qué macabro! La conversación tuvo lugar en la lengua humana en la que fue escrita. La transcripción no necesita traducción. ¡Qué horror! ¡Guau! ¡Qué joyas! Notas de un prisionero de Teshamutna. He encontrado un trozo de pergamino que se le cayó al bolsillo a uno de mis monstruos, a uno de los monstruos. También tengo un pedazo de carbón. Habría escrito esto con mi propia sangre, pero casi no me queda. Tengo frío, cada 3 días vienen a abrirme las venas y después no puedo ni moverme. No aguantaré mucho más, escucho los alaridos de gente horrorizada de la jaula contigua. Si tuviera fuerzas me rompería la cabeza contra los barrotes. Espero que no dure mucho más. Alois, de la jaula de al lado, murió ayer. Se bebieron toda su sangre. Esto debe haberlos molestado porque los he oído discutir en su extraña lengua. Han traído gente nueva esta mañana. Se podría decir que han llegado a un cargamento de sangre fresca. No tienen ni idea de lo que les espera. Mi único consuelo es que yo ya lo sé y no tendré que volver a pasar por el horror que sentí cuando vinieron a buscarme la primera vez. No me imaginaba lo que querían hasta que sacaron sus instrumentos relucientes. Nunca había visto un metal tan hermoso. En esos instrumentos mi sangre brillaba con un color púrpura plateado. ¡Wow! ¡Qué horror!
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Tedet, those who went east
Tedet.
beyond the Blue Mountains.
¡Wow! Los guantes. Tengo los guantes. Tengo los guantes. ¡Wow! ¡Ah! ¡Qué cool! Ahora sí tengo toda la armadura de Teshamudna. ¡Wow! ¡Qué cool! Toda la armadura de Teshamudna. Faltan las espadas. Las espadas de Teshamudna. A ver si hay espadas y... espadas y que y ballesta. Espadas y ballesta.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it. Ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Vale.
Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Ahí está prendiendo las luces. Coloquemos los cebos. Ah, ¿qué es esto? Esto se podrá romper, ¿o qué? Ay, sí.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Cuando estemos listos para luchar, vale. Pues que ya me equipé la mega armadura. Pongámosle runas y... Ah, no tengo runas. ¿Será que hoy encanto esto yo? No. Luego lo haré.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head started spinning.
Wow.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
You just smell the blood. What now?
Wow. Wow.
Hanging in there.
I shall overcome.
Good, because I can hear more coming.
Wow. ¿Qué es esto? Ah.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
¡Guau! Se asustaron. Regis, vuelve en ti.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
Wow.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Listo.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Qué cool está esa armadura.
Excuse me.
I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Council.
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Claro, él solo intentaba convivir y los humanos, todo ese su egoísmo lo hicieron sentir mal y todo, ¿no?
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef?
Tenía amigos humanos y todo.
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
¿O no? No tenía amigos humanos. Él mismo se cortó la mano.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the Port District. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Metas en su tumba. Y la cierra. Vaya a su camita. Ah, no, es que si duerme en la cama. No, tienes que dormir en un ataúd, viejo. ¿Qué? Fórmula de la poción de regeneración. 8 medidas de extracto de verbena un colmillo de Leshen, Shakurum, Sankurum, Altantra, caldo de vástagos jóvenes de mandrágora, moler los ingredientes grandes y añadir los pequeños enteros, hervirlo todo en un caldero de bronce usando agua cristalina, consumir la mezcla 2 veces al día en tomas de media medida, no exceder las dosis recomendadas. Una poción para regenerarse. Encuentra limpiabotas en la visión. Vamos a buscar a limpiabotas. Por allí. Aquí está.
You little fart.
Whatever's the problem, kind sirs?
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Su padre, un brujo. Un brujo,
A
asustémoslo.
witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Ah,
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as
ah,
well.
no, esto
Which
están
is all
locos.
the same to me.
Venga a ver.
We'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach
You to help stop lords and chiefs. All together.
Ah,
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
nada, ha sido un malentendido, ¿cierto, chicos?
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lord, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come
Bueno,
on.
intenté ayudarlos, pero no se pudo.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Una pareja, ¿a qué te refieres?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true. They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir?
No.
Partners?
Let me think about it.
Sí, vamos a pensar.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Vale.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Con eso, llevar 200. 250 le da el chino. Wow. ¿Qué tal ahí?
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to discuss it.
Okay. Tome.
It's not quite... I don't know...
Chino hijo de madre. 4.50.
See? I knew we'd clinch it.
Claro que sí, muy gracioso.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis, the air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Listo.
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Parece un mega caballero Geralt con esa armadura. Qué locura de armadura.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Nivel 41. Aviso de desahucio. Debido al impago del alquiler del local usado para fines comerciales, el Tribunal Administrativo de Beauclair ordena al relatario Alric de Sam desalocar el local en el plazo de 7 días. El cumplimiento de este aviso de desahucio conllevará la imposición de una pena de privación de libertad al deudor. La duración de la condena será determinada por el Tribunal de Deudas. Alguacil Víctor Lamae. Listo. Por eso escondí acá.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
Carta para el tendero. Querido maese tendero, durante mucho tiempo les he pedido a mis padres que me compren un juguete. Mamá pues siempre se lamenta y dice que no tenemos dinero. Papá se enfada cuando le pregunto cuánto va a ganar dinero y una vez casi me pega. Mis amigas tienen juguetes muy bonitos. Laura tiene un osito de peluche y Michelle tiene una muñeca de pelo dorado que le puedes peinar con un peine de verdad. Temo que nunca voy a tener ningún juguete y por eso te escribo, maese tendero. Quería escribirte esta carta desde hace tiempo, pero antes no sabía escribir. Ahora ya sí sé. Si tienes un juguete bonito que no quiera ningún niño, yo lo cuidaré, estará feliz conmigo. No te rías de mí, por favor. Sé que soy pequeña, pero también sé que los juguetes no están vivos de verdad. Solo viven en nuestra imaginación. Bueno, ¿qué más da? Lo querría mucho. Isa. Qué ternura. Qué ternura. Listo, sigamos. Sigamos buscando cosas.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Okay.
No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Es detrás.
Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
Se entretiene acá con los juguetes de plástico.
Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around.
Carta sospechosa.
Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh, yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure, your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Dettlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Wow, ¿qué le pasó algo?
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renawed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renawed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Es alguien, o de pronto eran esos 4 que le está matando. Por eso lo está matando.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Cartas que detallan los objetivos de la bestia. Wow.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in
Nazaire, but I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either, especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Sí, debe ser otro vampiro.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Informa a la duquesa cómo va la casa de la bestia. Vamos a informarle a la duquesa. Vamos.
What's going on here?
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear.
I wee on it.
Always free.
That Gwent will be the end of me. I've lost the game.
Est flows in the veins of...
Oh, see, you're all right. You wear my ring when you hold me tight.
Your Grace.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Calma, mujer.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guards' men in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Tja, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich. Capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free, or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop! In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes. The west bank of the Sava, too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt.
Cierto.
We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Vamos.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Qué bella es la duquesa.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Hunters have attacked
Wow.
the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Back, you beast! Begone!
¡Guau! ¡La pantera! ¡Guau! ¡Hay dos panteras! ¡Guau! ¡Qué gigantes son!
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Vamos, princesa, digo reina, digo que
Giddy up.
continuemos.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Toussaint. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Slow one who just stolen from the estate.
Captain de la Tour!
We did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair.
Wow, qué bien se ve la
Well, with our
duquesa.
hands full. Especially since the rogue
Wow.
last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your
Súper bien
Grace?
estás.
We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Came to see you. Got some questions.
Para nada malo.
In this
No es para nada
land, it
malo.
is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
I am at your service.
Acceso al vino.
This San Real, how many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Ajá.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see
Interesante.
you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal.
The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one.
The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is this Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Vamos, mujer.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
Qué bien se ve la duquesa.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Vale, vale. Hizo la bodega con Ana Henrietta.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
bella la duquesa. Bueno, miremos el libro.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is, barreling. Everything lines up at first glance, neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Encuentra el Sagreal cosecha de 1269. Acá, la historia de ¿qué es esto? La historia de es a menudo considerado uno de los mayores tesoros del pueblo de Tusay. Es el vino más conocido de los que se cultivan en aquella región. Es difícil determinar exactamente cuándo se maduraron los primeros túneles de est-est, aunque se puede conjeturar que debe haber sido durante la época de las primeras incursiones humanas en las actuales tierras del ducado. Lo que es seguro es que este vino obtuvo su afamada reputación durante el mandato de la duquesa Adela Marta, que tenía casi en divina estima al est-est y por ese motivo otorgó a Castel Ravelo el privilegio de convertirse en el viñedo oficial del ducado. Además reservó un lugar especial en las bodegas del palacio de Beauclerc para el est-est, y a día de hoy todavía se guarda de forma ceremoniosa 2 toneladas de cada cosecha en sus estantes. Despitar cualquiera de ellos está castigado con orden del edicto ducal. Vino sanctus est, con la muerte por arrastramiento por una yunta, arrastrado por un caballo. Así se muere el que toque el vino. El que toque el vino.
Ervalus. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Listo. Un poco de esto, que esa. Un poco de todo esto. Creo que es este. Duquesa.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravelo is famous for it.
Allá hay algo. Sí, vamos.
Saint-Réal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Vale.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Volví a los túneles para comprobar si están llenos.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too. Full. This one's full too.
Lleno.
Full.
Lleno.
Looks Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal?
Wow.
Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Espita.
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good. Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Wow, toma.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But your grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Ay, no, yo la embarro este.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
¿En verdad sabías que pensabas que nadie se iba a dar cuenta? Huyémosle, atormentémoslo.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Qué malito. Ya basta.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight.
Wow. fuera de mi
Captain,
vista.
have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon.
Wow.
He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
Wow. Tómalo, Fabricio.
What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Claro que sí.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
Listo. Ya tenemos una pista.
We would not have made it far without your grace.
The important bit is yet to come.
Ya tenemos algo para atrapar al posible chantajista del vampiro. Y nos dirigimos allá. Nos dirigimos a hacerle una emboscada. Pero eso en el próximo capítulo. Porque este ya se acabó.